Hey friends, Peggy Hall back with you with a premiere live stream. And this is for Tuesday, June 14th, 2022. And I did promise you that I was going to be sharing a lovely gift from a Healthy American, but I'm going to wait and share that with you tomorrow because it ties in so nicely with tomorrow's broadcast. Today, I want to ask you, what are you thinking? What are you thinking and what are you saying? What are you saying to yourself? Let me tell you a story that I heard recently, and then I will compare it with something that I've done and I am doing and how that helps me keep my head above the waves in these stormy seas of life. I was listening to a podcast, and I like to take a break from all of the political and social issues and current events. And I just randomly sometimes have a broadcast while I'm driving around doing my errands. And I can't even remember who this was, but she talked about doing self-care. And we're going to be talking about self-care tomorrow. And she said that she heard that it was a good idea to get a massage because when you get a massage, you're taking care of yourself, you're pampering yourself, and that should make you feel better about yourself. And she admitted that the entire time she was getting a massage, all she could think about was the massage therapist probably was repulsed by her cellulite, and that her arms were flabby, and that her bottom was too big, and that she was out of shape, and she didn't have any muscle tone, and she was too pale. And it was just a litany of ongoing criticisms of her own body. And that's what she was thinking. And that's what she was saying to herself internally. So at the end of the massage, she didn't even enjoy herself. She didn't enjoy herself throughout the whole experience. She actually felt worse about herself. And the whole thing was that the self-care backfired. Now, I do know a couple of people who don't like being touched. They would never like to have a massage. They don't want someone that they don't know not touching their body. So that's kind of a different issue. I would put that in the category of boundaries. So if you don't want a massage, don't get a massage. I know people that don't like having pedicures or manicures. They'd like to do their own, or they may do their own hair. They just don't want someone else, especially a stranger, touching them. I think that's fine. That's boundaries. But this person had sought out getting a massage. She wanted to relax and enjoy and de-stress and be pampered. And even in the midst of that, now the good thing is she was aware of what she was saying to herself. And then in the future, she could actually change that. Let me compare that with something that I have done. Yes, my hair needs a little bit of training here. Let me compare that with something that I consciously choose to do. And I'll give you a couple of scenarios. Let's have something that is more aligned with this example of getting a massage. I'm healing, but in the past, I've had a frozen shoulder. I've had some nerve pain from sitting at the computer day in, day out, all day, every day. And I realized I was having some pain in my neck. And I literally, when I wanted to reach behind me, I couldn't even reach behind me because of the strain of the pinched nerve. So I went to physical therapy. This was about a year ago. And I did find a physical therapist who would see me without all of the hogwash. So I was able to breathe freely and get my treatments done. So when I was getting my physical therapy, I did the exact opposite of what this woman did. I said to myself, my shoulder is healing. My body is healing. I'm healing. My life is healing. I was thinking and saying things to myself, such as, I'm so glad that I have a professional to help me. These exercises are freeing up my shoulder. And I would repeat again and again, my shoulder is healing. My body is healing. I'm healing, and my life is healing. I did not want to entertain any other thought, such as, I'm so out of shape. I can't believe that I'm having these pains. I must be getting old. This guy that's helping me must think that I'm, a loser because I couldn't stretch. I did not allow my mind or my thoughts to go in that direction. And if they started to tend toward that direction, I would grab them back in like reeling in a fish. And I had my own script. My shoulder is healing. My body is healing. I'm healing. My life is healing. I'm so grateful that I'm getting the attention I need. Thank you, shoulder, for sending me a message that I need to change my habits. Thank you, Lord, for sending me to these people where I can get medical care without discrimination. So what I was thinking And I had to do this consciously. So I had my script in advance. And the entire time I was having that treatment, that's what I said. Now, in a medical setting, when I had my eye surgeries, I had another script and I said over and over again. In fact, I even recorded it. This is something you can do. You can record it on your phone and you can play your voice, your own voice. I think it's very important for it to be your voice telling you these messages. So what I wanted to think and what I was telling myself was, I gratefully and thankfully place myself in the healing hands of these professionals. I am grateful for a perfect procedure, a perfect outcome, and a perfect recovery. So I think I would say perfect recovery and a perfect outcome. So I had my script. Here's the kicker. Regardless of the results of that surgery, during the time of the procedure and the healing, I was able to keep myself calm, relaxed, in a state of gratefulness, in a state of peace. I felt myself like I had placed myself in God's hands of perfect peace. And I have prayers along these lines. And I'm actually thinking of making those available to those who are interested. I have a lot of prayers that I wrote and that I recorded for myself during this time. I would like you today to keep a notepad and write down your thoughts about yourself. What are you saying to yourself? What are you thinking about yourself? Can you change your script so that it supports you, your healing, your life, and your future? That's my message for you today, friends. We all know people that have a script that runs in their mind because they say it out loud, and they'll say things like, oh, I'm such a klutz. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I can't believe I forgot that. How could I be so stupid? For me, when I hear people say that, I can't believe that they're voicing it. And if they're actually saying it out loud, what in the world is going on under the surface? So when you catch words like that, I want you to replace it with, this is an area where I can grow. I'm glad I've noticed this characteristic about me. This is something that I can change. So those are the words that will empower you going forward. So let me know in a comment below what you are thinking and what you are saying. And I will see you tomorrow. We are going to be talking about self-care. And as we go through the week, I have some really great tips on how to get self-care on a budget. And I would love to hear your ideas too. All right, friends, I will see you in the very next broadcast, always over in the afternoon, starting at 5 p.m. at the Healthy American. And a big shout out to my moderators and all the Healthy Americans that are a part of our positive encouragement community. See you soon, everybody.